What is up, everybody? Dave11686 here with the, as mentioned, Q and A video. I want to thank everybody for supporting me on YouTube, and I want to Think Outside the Cube for providing me with 5 questions that I'm going to answer right now. So if you haven't checked out this channel, check it out. I'll put a link in the description. So Think Outside the Cube provided me with 5 questions. First question being, name your favorite car from each main automaker: Ford, Chevy, Honda, Nissan, Toyota, etc. Well, I'm not really one for doing favorites, but I'll give you some favorites right now. And just for the sake of the question, I'm gonna only answer in new cars for this particular question. Let's see. For Ford, it has to be the F-150. Chevy, the new Corvette, just absolutely beautiful. Dodge, the Challenger. Honda, the Cross Tour. Nissan, the Juke Nismo, really neat little car. Definitely like styling that. Toyota, the 4Runner. Really like the 4Runner. Kind of wish my parents would have gotten one back in 2005, but anyway. Kia, the Soul. I actually like the new redesign of the Soul. Thought it was a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I really didn't like it at first. Hyundai, the Veloster Turbo. This is a really unique little car. Really like it. Mitsubishi, the Evo, even though I'm not a really huge Mitsubishi fan. Subaru, the BRZ. Volvo, the V60 wagon, the new one that's come out, and VW, the GTI. If you had to go out and buy a car right now, what would it be? And you gave me the stipulation of being nothing over $25,000 US. I've seen late 80s, early 90s Alfa Romeo Spiders, and I'm going to put a picture in the video here. Going for about $14,000 on cars.com. They're so simplistic, they're classic. The very first model of the Spider that came out in the 60s was used in the classic movie The Graduate, and Richard Hammond drove one on the Alpha special on Top Gear. So, not the most practical car on the planet, and yeah, it's a really old Italian car that's not made anymore, but it's just so beautiful. I really like it. How am I liking my new camera? I'm really liking it. I picked this up because, well, first of all, for those of you who don't know, I lost my old Kodak M532 Easy Share at the Chicago Auto Show back in February. So I picked this one up, this Canon ELP-H330HS, because it was a nice, inexpensive camera. A lot of good reviews on it. My brother-in-law has had Canons and has had very good luck with it. My only regret is I didn't buy it sooner. Only thing I don't like about it is where the button for the camera is. It is on the back. I mean, the button for if you want to stop and start video recording, instead of it being on the top like the shutter button. But not everything's perfect. And also more features on this camera than I know what to do with. Wi-Fi is pretty cool. I haven't figured out camera to computer Wi-Fi, but I figured out phone to camera Wi-Fi, or camera to phone Wi-Fi rather. So that's pretty cool. Would you ever consider switching back to Android from iOS? Probably not. I've had very good luck with my iPhone. I've had very bad luck with my Androids. The first smartphone I had was way back in late 2009, early 2010. I had the HTC Droid Aeros, which was one of the first 2 Androids that Verizon came out with. I think T-Mobile came back with the G1 back in the day. But yeah, the first one I had was the Droid Aeros. And for the first few months, it was a good phone. My only concerns with it were it had an update in like June of 2010 that really messed it up, and just had a lot of problems with it. Had to take it into Verizon and get a replacement. Had to networked until what I did was I got an upgrade to a Motorola Droid 3, where I continued to have problems with that. Speaker went out, and then they sent me another defective phone that was actually a customer turn-in. It's like they just must have gotten it from the reject bin, threw it in a box, and said, "Here you go." So, third time was the charm. But I just kept having problems with it. I had a problem with it with the GPS, that it just completely pooped out when I was in Savannah, Georgia. We're trying to get back to my mom and I are trying to get back to the interstate, and we're going down the road. GPS signal lost. Oh crap! So I got to restart my phone and had to get GPS signal. Trying to do it driving down the road in a rental car and all that other stuff. So, the one phone I like of Androids is the Samsung Galaxy Note 3. That one looks pretty cool. The one reason I do like iPhones is my mom has an iPhone now. She's got a 5C. My sister and brother-in-law all have iPhones. I'm actually thinking of considering switching carriers even, because T-Mobile has the breakup plan where you can go, they pay your early termination fees, and they switch over to a plan that gets you unlimited talk, text, and data for $80 a month, compared to Verizon, where I'm paying around $110, even with the discount from the company I'm working for. So, I've heard some kind of iffy things about T-Mobile, so we'll see. Favorite auto YouTuber. I really like Subkyle4. He was one of the he was an innovator and is an inspiration for many YouTubers like myself. If I just want something, if I want to watch something factual, and but he does it like straight from the heart and everything, and the other thing I like about him, he's got the patience. He has the patience of a saint for like dealing with the stuff he deals with being so famous and YouTube famous, and dealing with all the goofs you deal with on YouTube. But regular car reviews is one of my favorites too. Their videos are hilarious, but then again, I do kind of like dark humor. For journalist-based reviews, I like Cena, and Brian Cooley is my favorite on there. So, there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching this, and again, thanks to Think Outside the Cube, and I thank you all for watching.